My name is Rachel Fogel. I am an associate professor of biological sciences and the lead for aquaponic initiatives.
My name is Joe Tatro, and I am the aquaponics technician.
That's a great question. I actually, because of some dual hats, I have a primary appointment with teaching, but teaching primarily within integrative sciences. I also teach within the Gen Ed program, as well as the online nursing program. And then relating to aquaponics, working to consistently expand our curriculum opportunities, after school programming opportunities, research students, intern students, just kind of coordinating all things relating to the aquaponic realm.
So right now is actually a really exciting time for the aquaponics program. We're in the middle of a pretty big remodel to our research greenhouse. So my main responsibilities are handling the construction for that renovation right now. And then once we're done with that, I'll oversee the day-to-day care of the fish and the plants that we're growing, and then oversee any of the research and students that we have.
Aquaponics is looking at the combination of aquaculture, so fish farming, and hydroponics, so soilless growing, and looking at how these two processes are able to essentially feed off of each other in order to allow an environment that provides a happy, healthy environment for both the plants and the fish.
Yeah, Rachel gave a great definition that it's the combination of fish farming and hydroponic vegetable and fruit production. Essentially, we're treating the water that we grow the fish in and turn it into a fertilizer for plants. It allows us to grow a protein source and a vegetable in a much smaller surface area and with much fewer resources than in traditional farming.
HU is currently working to expand the offerings in the realm of CEA, Controlled Environmental Agriculture, of which aquaponics falls into. So we're currently working on curriculum expansion within the environmental science program. Specifically within the HU enrichment program, we are working with several local schools for after-school programming. We work to offer summer camp opportunities for a range of student ages. And then we also partner with Commonwealth Charter Academy for a joint aquaponics camp offering. But really any age, any discipline of interest, I think is one of the coolest ways in which we can connect people to aquaponics. So you don't have to necessarily have a strong background in one specific area, but be able to apply your knowledge base to the field of aquaponics. Hands-on learning experience. We, with all of our after-school programming and summer camps, I mean, obviously, optimally, we're in person, but we've even maintained these enrichment programs throughout the pandemic. And with each one of them, we've put together kit materials so that participants are still able to gain some hands-on knowledge and gain some insight as to aspects that are contributing to a healthy aquaponics environment. So I think to have that tangible thing, something that you're able to water, something that you're able to watch grow, gives you a little bit of ownership over that thing that you're caring for. I'd say just in general, the students. I've taught now for I think 12 years. I've been at HU since 2016, and I really enjoy the younger incoming freshman class and helping with that transition to college, transition to thinking a little bit more like a scientist, seeing those aha moments where students realize that they have a question that hasn't been answered yet in the process of establishing a research hypothesis and experimental design. But so I think if I had to give one word, and what I really enjoy the most is that student interaction.
I really like that it combines the hands-on aspects of farming and the scientific side of research. I get to spend a lot of time both in a science lab setting and working with my hands with the plants, with the animals. So it's a great combination for anybody looking for a career field that encompasses a lot of different aspects.
I've always enjoyed teaching. I've always enjoyed tutoring. I've always been very academic, very nerdy in school, always, keeping everybody on task and always the lead on team projects and things. So I think teaching was a natural kind of falling in. Not necessarily something I planned, but have enjoyed very diverse teaching experiences at several institutions. But I think aquaponics really fell into play at HU because I wanted that hands-on learning environment for my Gen Bio students, and wanted the capability of semester-long investigation, something that they can go and complete measurements over a period of time. And having spent a lot of time on farms growing up, I garden myself. Plants were really a natural thing that fell in my lap. So that is a little bit of the transition to aquaponics at HU. But it's something that I thoroughly enjoy and consistently learning. So it's something that I really just enjoy.
Yes and no. Aquaponics itself is a pretty niche field. There isn't a whole lot of aquaponic stuff yet. Hopefully that's going to change with our research program moving forward. But I knew that I always wanted to do something environmentally related and something that was, producing food and helping, both people and the environment.
With aquaponics, I really think that HU is the improvements that we're building in our curriculum opportunities with looking to expand to an ag campus and having a stronger focus on sustainable agriculture. I would hope to have a larger team. I would hope with that, Joe and his background with research would be more as a research coordinator and really pushing HU's research efforts in the realm of CEA, aquaponics, hydroponics, and some other related areas, as well as, still teaching and mentoring the students that would be looking to get hands-on experiential learning in those environments.
HU has been really committed to growing the aquaponics and controlled environmental agriculture programs in general. I've only been here for about 6 months, but right now it seems like this is kind of the place to be if you are interested in this type of research, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the future holds here.
I think any career field, the earlier experience and the more diverse experience, the better. If you're interested in teaching, shadow teachers from different ethnicities, from different geographical locations. If you're interested in research, the earlier you get your hands in and start your own research question generation and experimental design setup and contribute to part of that team, the better. So participating in those types of enrichment programs, networking at an early age, going to conferences when you have the chance to, really just, not being afraid of asking those questions, which can be intimidating, but realizing that if you have the questions, somebody else has that question too.
I would say, similar to what Rachel said, just, get involved as early as you can. I'm pretty, new coming from college myself, and the biggest advice I can give is if you see somebody doing something that you're interested in, whether it's a professor, a staff member, just go up to them and ask, try to get involved in some way, because pretty much everybody wants to share their knowledge base, and it's a great way to get experience early on.
The diversity of research questions that align to aquaponics. So even with HU internally supported grants, as well as some external grants that we're seeking, can pull together quite interdisciplinary people. We've had questions that, obviously aquaponics, you have your bio and your chem and your environmental, those are pretty straightforward, but we also have projects that are looking at biotech applications, bacteria generation, hybrid bacteria generation. We have projects that are looking at advanced manufacturing and computer science backgrounds, there's a huge realm in the robotics, so really regardless of where your background is, it doesn't have to be that strong bio, that strong environmental, but to be able to apply it to an aquaponic based setting, I think is one of really the coolest aspects of aquaponics to me.